Good. Hold up. This hair is like doing whatever it wants. Anyway, good evening, guys. This is your girl Princess with Princess Show. If this is your first time ever just watching my videos, thank you so much for just tuning in. Um, I am just gonna go straight into it because I feel like every single time I pause, I get distracted. So it is 11:53 p.m. right now, and this is the most quietest time that I can actually make a video because 9 times out of 10, my kids are up. So let's go ahead and do the video. So guys, I know you probably are like, why haven't she made any videos? Like, why haven't I made any Vlogmas videos or anything? Because, drum roll, I've been busy. I have been really busy. I've been busy with my kids. I've been busy with work. I've been busy with life. I just been busy, just busy, period. Okay. And as much as I really want to do this YouTube, making sure my family and making sure that my kids and also my work life and also my sanity and also just my health comes first. Because as we know, I YouTube is not my main job. So I am a working mother. So anyway, that is the reason why I have yet to make any Vlogmas videos or place any content up. I know I have been talking about consistency and what it means to me and what I'm trying to do. And it really does matter to me. Like, consistency and everything about just making my videos is very, very important. But anyway, that is not why I'm making this video. I'm making this video because there was a lot of things that was happening, and that was happening when for the reason why I was not making videos. So of course, this was a week ago. So today is still Sunday. It's going to be Monday. So when this video posts, it will be Monday. It did not happen last week. It happened the following week when this incident happened. It was on a Tuesday, which I really can't give you the guys to date. Once I find a date, I will put it up here. But I was working. I work on Tuesdays. I was coming home from work, and on Tuesday, I was having womanly things, okay, that happen like once a month. And so I just had a really, really, really long day. So I just really wanted to go ahead and take a nice shower, unwind myself before I deal with my kids, because I knew my kids was going to be coming in from school. Their grandma was going to go and pick them up, drop them home, and everything. So as mothers out there, you need that moment to actually just go ahead and just unwind. So that's what I did. Got in the shower, got out the shower, feeling good. Realized that my phone was dead. So my aunt, she comes downstairs to my room and she goes and say, "Princess, your mom is calling." So I'm like, okay, like usually my mom will call if she's like at the door and nobody heard the doorbell. So she'll call, but she was like, no, she kept on calling you. So I get on the phone and I'm like, what is wrong? And she goes and say something that no mother or no parent just want to hear. Something is wrong with your child. And let me correct myself. She says something happened to your daughter. Now, if anybody have been watching my videos, or if videos throughout, the first time that I started since last year, you will know that I have two girls. One is 9 years old and the other one just turned 3 years old. So I have a 9 and a 3-year-old. So of course I'm asking her which one. And she goes and say, the 3-year-old. Guys, I have been dealing, if you have watched any of my videos, I have been going through a lot with my 3-year-old that was then 2 years old. And I have been going through a lot of things with her because she's been having medical issues with seizures and back and forth with the doctors and just my work, and just like, it's just been a lot of things that has been happening that I probably will go into more details, or y'all will go in more details on the next video. However, she goes and tell me it's my 3-year-old. Her name is Ileana. And she goes and let me know that my daughter got hit in the face with a metal chair by a kid that was older than her. Now, while I'm on the phone, I can hear my baby crying. Of course, what child would not be crying? So my mind is racing. Okay, I'm like, okay, like, is she bleeding? Like, I'm asking all these probing questions. I'm asking all these questions because I need to make sure what I need to do as her mother. Now, mind you, I just got the shower, so I still have the towel around me. So I'm sitting down and I'm stuck. The reason why I'm stuck, guys, is because I just been going through a lot of stuff by myself, and I've been dealing with a lot of stuff by myself that is just like too much. When something becomes like too much, it's like, it's too much. It's just too much. Just, when you go through so much, like, this year has been a learning experience, but it has been so tiring. Like, I just want it to be ending. And that's how this year has been. It just been so freaking emotionally like a roller coaster over and over again. Okay, princess, this happened, smack you in the face. This happened, smack you in the face. It's like, okay, hands up. I'm done. And so, of course, as a mother, I am not going to give up on my daughter. But mentally, I just wanted to give up, okay? So my mom goes ahead and she tells me that they're in a car and to open the door, okay? The reason why I'm talking this way, or the reason why I'm trying to explain it this way, is because I'm still in shock, even though it has been 2 weeks and it's still under investigation. I'm still in shock because I am so numb, okay? And so to most people, it can seem as if I don't care, or I don't know how to channel my emotions. You got to understand, like, I'm a kind of person, like, I have no tears to cry. I have, like, I have been battling depression this whole entire year. I have been battling, like, just stress and just trying to figure out and trying to find good people that I can be around that are genuinely good. And it's just been really hard to find who's there for you and who's not there for you. And I just don't know who to trust, who to actually confide in. And so it's been very hard for me to actually channel into my real emotions because I'm closed in. Like, I refuse to give any of my energy. Like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. So anyway, my daughter comes downstairs, and of course, as a 3-year-old, she goes and tell me that she has a pow on her head. And there's a huge lump on her head, in which I think I will post a picture of her face. And then her left side was getting swollen because it happened on this side. So she had a huge lump right here, and then her left side was swollen right here. it started getting slow. It started progressively start swelling up throughout the day. So we put ice on it. Of course, my daughter is a lighter complexion of mine. It doesn't matter about the complexion, but you can tell it is noticeable. Okay. And so I immediately contact the director. That conversation did not go well. And I was about to do something that probably would have put me in jail, in which I have, thank goodness, knock on wood, have not ever been in any legal issues. So my mom, thank you, mom, if you're watching this video, thank you so much. But one thing you will not do is do anything to my child or touch my child. I don't know what this kid has learned how to like do this. I don't, my daughter, my daughter is not in a household where, you know, we put hands on each other. So I don't know how this child is brought up, okay? But I immediately went and I contacted the director, and I spoke to the director and I asked her one question. And the one question was, why wasn't I called? Not one phone call. Not one phone call. Not one phone call from to me. Not one call from her, to her emergency list, which is her grandma and her dad. Not one phone call. Not one. So that was where the question was like, that's where my concern was. But they made sure to provide my mom with an incident report. So anyway, she goes and tell me that the issue has already been resolved, that there's nothing that I need to worry about. Hold up. Pause. That is not what I'm concerned about. I'm concerned that throughout the entire, I don't even know what time it happened, but during that time period, you did not contact her parental, her guardians. You did not contact anybody to let anybody know that their child was hit. So anyway, guys, I get on the phone call with the lady. She's not really understanding, because it seemed like she was defending the child. And this is what I have a problem with daycares and just anybody that is watching a person's child. And I hope anybody that's a child care provider or whatever, that you understand one thing, that when a parent drops their child off, we are trusting you with the most precious gem that we have. And for me, was my baby daughter. And see, the trust has been removed immediately when I feel like you are trying to justify that child's behavior. So anyway, I started getting rowdy. I start cussing. I start ready to fight the lady. I wanted, cause she was so like being so defensive. And it was like, okay, but it wasn't your child. Was it your child? Was it your kid? Was it? Is that child parents gonna pay any medical bills? Something had told me to stay obedient. Something had told me, Princess, calm down. And I know most mothers, if you're watching this video, you probably be like, oh no, I would have went up there and I would have. But if I go to jail, who's gonna take care of my baby? Okay? And yes, it's my mom and stuff, but my mom, that's not her responsibility. That's not my responsibility. So what I did is I contacted Washington, Washington State Child Care, and I got them involved with the daycare, because I feel like me communicating with the lady was not going any further. I feel like I was going through circles and circles and circles, and it was no accountability. You know, when you speak to somebody, there's no accountability. It's like, well, we already took care of the issue. When are you gonna bring your daughter back? And here's the thing, I already paid her tuition for this month. So anyway, you don't understand, like, so I go ahead and I talk to the lady from the Washington Child Care, and she is like, what? No phone call, nothing, no compassion, nothing, no compassion, no tears, no, oh, Miss Johnson, oh, we're so sorry. Let us, none of that. It was, we did whatever we could. I'm not aware. And here's the other thing that pissed me off. When I spoke to the lady, she was like, "Oh, I'm not aware of the situation." But then she contradicted herself and said that she went ahead and did a report, an incident report. So was you aware or was you not aware? Because it's a lot of things that was going on. Lord, protect me and protect that lady. So I go and talk to them. They tell me that it's going to get moved over to somebody that is in my location in my county. Okay. Within 24 hours, I received a phone call from a CPS. Okay. I have not ever had to deal with CPS. I have never had to deal with anybody. I'm not even trying to be dramatic. I have not ever had to deal with anybody in CPS, like, ever. So I was speaking to him and he's like, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to investigate this place. We're going to pull all their files. We're going to figure out who's the person that caused it. Because here's the thing. It wasn't only my daughter. It was another little, I don't know if it's a boy or girl because they did not explain to me the gender of the child or whatever. They even tell me it was a boy or a girl, or a girl that hit my daughter. But later on, Ileana did tell me it was a little Caucasian little boy that hit her. Now, I'm going to tell you what happened when my baby finally got her memory back, okay? Because the truth shall be revealed. So he goes and tell me, he was like, well, we need you to we need a doctor report, blah, blah, blah. Okay. You don't even have to tell me that. I'm calling her pediatrician, trying to get an appointment as soon as possible. So I'm contacting the pediatrician. Okay, we don't have no appointment to this week. We don't have no appointment to that week. We don't got no appointment. I should have just took her to the ER. That's what I should have did. You know, you know how about you know how, like, you do something and you're like, man, Princess, why do you do that? You could have just did that, but you could have did that. Like, I'm not trying to blame myself because at the end of the day, like, it was a lot that was going on in this situation. I finally got her appointment the following day. She got seen. I met up with the CPS worker. He goes and try to speak to my daughter, but my daughter was looking very drowsy. She'd been going to sleep late. She was sleepy. She looked like she was sleepy, like she was going to fall out and she was going to go to sleep. So, and also they even take her to the doctor. Like, they even run her to the doctor. Like, the hospital was across the street. Well, not across the street, but it's like about 2 minutes. They could have took her to a doctor to get her seen. Like, all of her medical, my insurance, like, everything was there. They did not do the proper care. So anyway, so after this whole situation goes down, he's asking me all these questions, but he cannot talk to Ileana. Ileana, she is well spoken for a 3-year-old. She is very well spoken. But during this time, she wasn't active. She wasn't alert. Like, she just looked drowsy. And there was a reason, because she got hit by a chair. Not any kind of chair. It was a metal chair, okay? So anyway, we go in. He tells me that he can't stay for too long because he have to go to the daycare because his other person his colleague is at the daycare investigating this whole situation. The little boy has been suspended. He can no longer go to that daycare, which is that is not the issue. That little boy is going to go to another daycare. Is that little boy receiving counseling? Like, what is happening? What is happening in his personal life? Guys, I'm so sorry. Like, this story is so long because it's crazy. So anyway, I speak to the pediatrician. She goes and tell me that my daughter has a mild concussion. Okay, and she gave me like this letter, like this piece of paper of like instruction all the way to like to get her back to herself, because she was like, yes, she has a mild concussion. And she was like, especially this could have been seen sooner. She was like, it's not about you. The daycare could have just got her an ambulance. They have a bus, they have a van, but anyway. And also on a piece of paper, when I signed it and I paid my deposit for my daughter, it states on there, if anything happens, would it be okay for us to transport your child to the nearest hospital? And guess what any mother will say? Yes. But did that happen? Hell no. So anyway, we go ahead and we leave. They were just, you know, Ileana was still saying that she had a headache, but she told me to take a, you know, just make sure to keep an eye on her. If it persists on, to take her to the nearest child hospital, okay, which will be downtown. Anyway, throughout this whole situation, the case is still open. So I'm just allowing them to contact me back because I don't want to go up there and the lady say something and it get twisted, okay? So I don't want that. I do know that the little boy no longer goes there. It's a boy because my daughter finally told me. And the reason why I know it's a little boy is because Ileana didn't remember, but later on, she talked to me, in which if you look at the last video that I had, I don't know if you could hear because it was the fan in the background, but she has stated, and maybe I'll take that clip and post it into this video. She stated that they have nap times and they have quiet time and stuff. And she was sleeping on her little, if you go to like a daycare, like they have a little, well, it's like a little pods or whatever, like a little, like with their, like with her little sheets over it, whatever. And she was asleep and a little boy came over and hit her twice on her head. And she said that after that, she don't remember anything. So I will, if I can get that clip, I will post that clip here. Now, mind you, I did ask my daughter, was there adults inside there? And she said, yes, there was some adults too. Because usually there's two. So 2 adults inside there. And they put a ice pack on her head. Was a call made? No, there wasn't a call made. Was there anything done? No, there wasn't. But there was an incident report. There was an incident report, honey. I'm not even trying to make this humorous. It's just like, it's like people are trying me. Like, you know how like somebody try you like over and over again, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna spaz out, and I'm not trying to, you know, because I know some of my subscribers are not religious, but I just been lately going through this spiritual thing. Like, a lot of things been happening and I can't explain what is happening, but it's like it's telling me to stand down. Like, it's not my war to fight, even though it's my baby. But you got to understand, when Ileana or all my kids, before they was born, I always told God that I gave my children to him because they are not mine. They are here for me to be there to guide them, but they are not mine, okay? And that's another video we can talk about if you want to hear more. But anyway, she did tell me. I feel like I'm missing some. I should have just recorded this when the incident was happening. It was just a whole bunch of things that was happening during the whole thing. Oh, that's what I want to say. So my mom came up to the daycare to go and get my daughter's blanket, the rest of her pull-ups, and everything else that she has in the daycare. The owner, honey, the owner shows up and he was like, yes, are you Ileana's grandma? And my mom was like, yes. And he was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for what happened. I wish I was here. I wish I knew. How don't you know if you the owner? Like, this is what I'm basically saying, accountability. Like, everybody don't want to, like, I know things happens. Like, things happen and stuff like that. But if I leave my child in your hand and you have two, not one, but two teachers inside the classroom, and that child was older than my daughter, then why was that child that was older than any of the kids inside the classroom inside my daughter's classroom? That's number one. And number two, why wasn't none of the teachers watching my daughter? And also, number three is my daughter was asleep, so it was quiet. He did not hit like one kid, but he hit two kids. So my whole thing is, before that child even could get to the second child, they should have had got the boy. So where was the kid? Where was the teachers? Where was the teachers? So he goes ahead and he's like, I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. The teacher comes down and say, is Ileana coming back? Let me say it again. The teacher asked if my child was ever coming back. Hell no. Okay? My daughter was never going to come back to the daycare. First of all, you didn't apologize. You didn't really sincerely apologize. Princess, be careful with your words. They didn't have a decency to contact me and tell me as a mother that my daughter was okay. Like, you don't understand. Like, I have been dealing with so much this year, and like, when you trust people, people don't understand that what you like. It's so hard to find daycares, and like, the only reason why I put my daughter into daycare is because my auntie is getting older, and it's so hard to trust, and I work so far away, and so I have been like going through like, should I just quit my job because my job don't offer part-time, you know, but you know, that's how I pay for things. And so I'm sorry, like, I'm so tired. Like, I'm really, really, really tired of like going through these things, like trusting people that people keep on saying they're gonna be there and people say they're gonna do things, but it's like I gotta keep making sacrifices. And so all I'm saying is, like, there was some, I don't feel like they did what they were supposed to. And so that's the main reason why I didn't make a video, because I have been at this point where it's like so much stuff that is happening, guys, and it's so much things that I wish I could talk more about. I wish I could explain more about, and maybe I will in my next video. But this single parent thing, it is not what's up. It's like, it's really not what's up. And I'm trying each and every day to keep my composure. I'm trying to figure things out. And I know I went to counseling and I tried to find an outlet, but the counseling thing did not work. And it wasn't because I didn't want to work. It's you got to be careful who you speak to. You got to be careful who you talk to and tell everything about, because people are not sincere these days. People, as much as you want to think people are sincere, they're not. And like, for my kids, I will go to war for my children. And that is like my biggest weakness, is like my kids. And I don't know, guys. It's already 12:22 right now. It's already a 30-minute video. I don't even think I'm gonna edit anything. I'm just gonna be transparent with you guys and just be honest. My hair is hurting, but that doesn't have nothing to do with the situation. The whole situation is that I'm human. I go through things. I cry, but sometimes crying is just draining. You just don't want to cry anymore, and you just wish that you had people around you that are very genuine, people that you will give your shirt off the back of the, you will give your shirt off your back for them. You wish they would do the same thing, and I haven't found that. And maybe this is like a game, or maybe I'm being punked, or I don't know. But all I know is like a lot of spiritual things. Sorry, my hair is really hurting, but I know like there has been a lot of spiritually things that has been happening to me, and I don't know what it is. And I don't know what it is, but I've been at peace a little. I have been at peace, and I don't want to mess that up. The only reason I'm crying is because it's my baby. And if you have anything that you're close to, it doesn't have to be your child. When somebody hurt your child, that is mine. That is mine. And how dare you be so insensitive about this or nonchalant about the situation and expect for me to go along with it. So no, this is not over. And I will continue to update you guys about what's happening. If you want to hear more about the updates, please remember to go down on the comments, and I'll be more than happy to go ahead and be more consistent about my videos and keep you updated about Ileana. If you would like me to go and hit on topics or anything that you feel that has not been talked about on this channel or any channel, go down on the comment and post it. If you want to just speak to me directly, in my description I have princessandebby@gmail.com. And I know you're probably like, who's Ebby? If you're new, then you should have watched when I first started YouTube. I still have that email. I'm probably going to go ahead and change it so it can just be Princess, but until then it's princessandebby@gmail.com, which you'll find in my description. If there is something that you would like me to address, just feel free to just post it down in the comments. I feel like I already said that like maybe multiple times, but thank you guys for just hearing me out. It's so therapeutic to just talk and just have nobody to respond, kind of, because you are able to actually think and try to explain what is going on. And this is why I made this YouTube channel, is because it's very therapeutic and I can be myself and I can be real with you guys. And some of you guys have followed me on my Instagram and, gave me great advice or gave me uplifting things. And I am so humble. I am so humble for everything you guys has gave me, because as a woman that just turned 30 years old and is trying to maneuver life, I am very humble, and I do take your words. I do take your words, and I do go ahead and later on think about it and work on what I can do and who is Princess? Who is Princess, and what can Princess do to be the best individual that I can be? And I am all about woman empowerment, but I'm also all about just empowering each other, male or female. It doesn't matter who you are. I'm all about making sure that we all grow. So if you would like to be a family of Princess Show, please go and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. That is how you get the most updated videos of mine. Okay. That's how you get the most updated videos of mine. And if you would like to just get more understanding of me or just get to know me as an individual, I have a ton of videos that I have made that probably wasn't consistent, but I did post a video, and you can get to know me on my good days and on my bad days. Like my old saying is, you'll get the good and the bad and the ugly. Other than that, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I love you so much, and please continue to ride with me. I promise you will not be disappointed. I love you guys. Bye.